Hey everyone, hopefully you're having a great Saturday so far. It's another day, another heat advisory for us. That will be with us until 7 o'clock this evening for the entire area. Our heat index this afternoon will probably get up to 112 degrees in a few spots, and we've been doing this almost every single day for the last week. So the heat continues this weekend. Today's forecast bringing us partly cloudy skies, high temperatures in the mid-90s this afternoon. There is a 20% chance for rain today, so that means most of us won't see much rain at all, if maybe not any. Hopefully you'll get a cooling shower today. Tonight, mostly clear, temperatures in the 80s. This evening, a nice summer night, but it is going to be a muggy day, a really hot and humid one. Factoring in the humidity, our heat index this afternoon, like I was mentioning, up to 110, up to 112. So it will be another sizzling hot day today. Make sure you take care of yourself. If you will be outside, make sure the pets have what they need. Consider bringing them inside. If not, make sure they have enough water and shade. Check the back seat before you go in the grocery store. You basically know the drill at this point. If you have to work outside, try to stay hydrated and take breaks in the shade or air conditioning throughout the course of today. And always know the difference between heat exhaustion and heat stroke. It's mid-August. We're getting over the hump, but we still have many more weeks of heat to go. Positive signs, though, that there's a subtle hint that falls on the way this week with some lower humidity in by Tuesday, but we have to wait for a few more days. Today, seeing a mix of sunshine and clouds throughout the course of our Saturday, and then in the afternoon, we could see one or two hit or miss showers and storms. Not much expected, but if a disturbance from up north can work down, it may be able to initiate some more storms, especially in South Mississippi this evening and maybe on the North Shore, but it is going to be few and far between. But like we've been seeing the last few days, any storms that do get going can be on the stronger side and pack a little bit of a punch. Tomorrow, much of the same as today, really hot, really humid, plenty of sun, one or two showers and storms are possible tomorrow afternoon. And then when that front comes in, we'll start to see those changes. And before the front makes it through, it will really kick off some showers and storms probably late Sunday through early Monday. And those storms can be on the stronger side too. This is 1 a.m. Monday morning, so the overnight hours. And then Monday morning, we'll probably see some storms maybe lingering into about the lunch hour into the early afternoon. The timing with this is still changing back and forth with the models, but this is something to watch for late Sunday through early Monday. A few strong storms are possible, and they'll move from north to south as the front moves in our direction. This is around 2 o'clock Monday, some stronger storms placed across the area. Then we get into the later afternoon, things start to wind down, and then after the front is here, no rain Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday. So those will be dry, quiet days. But with that front coming in, there is going to be a risk of severe weather in the deep south, more so to our north, but even the North Shore in South Mississippi, a portion of it highlighted for a marginal risk of severe weather getting into Sunday into early Monday. So most of the area is not highlighted in this, but this may change. Maybe it'll expand a little bit further to the south in our direction, but it's a low risk, level 1 out of 5, marginal here for a portion of the North Shore in South Mississippi, because some of those storms later Sunday through early Monday can produce those strong wind gusts up to maybe 50 or 60 miles per hour. We could see maybe some small hail and some heavy showers, but they'll be on the move as they come in, so they won't be sitting out parked over the area. Thank God. They'll be moving coming in. This weekend, our rain chance only around 20 to 30%, bumping it up to 40 to 50% Monday with the front coming in, and then no rain Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And then as the front kind of sits off to our south along the Gulf Coast, it may just kind of sit there and lift back to the north, and that may create a more unsettled pattern by Friday into next weekend. So bumping up the rain chances again by Friday, and that'll probably continue into next Saturday as well. So here's our upper pattern. We've been under the influence of the ridge of high pressure. That's why it's been so hot. But now we're kind of stuck in between these two patterns. And this trough that's coming in across the deep south, that's the reason why we'll see the front Monday. Then the troughing pattern kind of sits and parks over the deep south and over the southeast for the second half of the week. And since it does, it may be able to spark off a disturbance, some upper level spin, some counterclockwise flow here on Friday and Saturday. And that could initiate that more wet and unsettled pattern, like I mentioned before, for Friday and Saturday, so 1 week from now. So looking for maybe some more rain, more storm action by Friday and Saturday of next weekend. But before that comes, we have the front to enjoy. That's what's going to bring us the drier air and the lower dew points by Tuesday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, it will be less humid. You'll really notice it in the mornings and in the evenings, but even in the afternoon, even though it will still be hot because it's August, our feels like temperatures probably won't even touch 100 degrees, and that's a big deal. So that is really something to look forward to. We'll have 3 days of that. And then by Friday, as the front lifts back to the north, more moisture piles back in. It will be humid and muggy once again on Friday, and that will be the trend into next weekend. and probably through early next week. So here's our high temperature forecast, mid to upper 90s for our highs today and tomorrow, and it will be really humid this weekend, staying humid into Monday and hot, of course, in the low 90s, but we'll have the better rain chances with the front Monday. After the front passes, we're still expecting highs in the mid 90s. But again, like I mentioned, lower humidity. I can't talk about it enough because it really is something to look forward to. And then Friday, it's going to be humid and hot again. But we'll have more rain, so that could actually help cool us off by next Friday. So our temperatures then only in the low 90s. So this is Hurricane Ernesto. It did make landfall in Bermuda early today as a Category 1. As of 10 a.m. Saturday morning, still producing wind speeds at 80 miles per hour, gusting up to 100 miles per hour. So they have seen and they're continuing to see the heavy rain, the strong winds, the storm surge. So Bermuda getting battered with this. But it is expected to pull away and continue out in the open Atlantic Ocean and then curve off to the northeast. Not coming to the continental U.S., never was. Good news with that. But the thing is, even though it's so far away, eastern seaboard beaches actually seeing some rip currents from this and some large swells, good surfing conditions for them this weekend as a result of distant Ernesto. Another good thing that's happened is today, officially, our average high temperature is 91 degrees. Yesterday and for the last few weeks, it was 92. That's the highest average it gets. So technically, our average temperature has gone down just a degree, but it's a sign things are looking up. You know, cooler days are ahead. It's not so far away. Fall is only a month away, so that's another good thing. 7-day forecast, it doesn't really feel like it except for the fact that Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday will be a little drier, not really that muggy, really nice actually. So this weekend, yes, it will be hot and sticky. Temperatures will be in the mid to upper 90s. We'll see a few hit or miss showers and storms this weekend. Some more storms in the mix early Monday, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Those are the great days of the week. The North Shore, especially in the mornings, will probably see temperatures maybe in the upper 60s in the morning on the North Shore. And then that's short-lived. We get back to reality on Friday with the summer swelter, but with more storms by Friday. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back for the WWL Louisiana News this evening.